this should be good to go. Hey! You like the new office? I made this in Octane render, so it's not real, but it looks good enough to me. I think the foam needs a bit of work. Anyway, what's up, Survivalists? Welcome to the Levaslier Production Diary, episode 29. Today, all we're gonna be doing is building and, talking, really. Harry's not here today, he's doing something, but, there's not much to it. Let's get into the actual stream here. We've made some progress on the castle since last time. I'm just gonna run you guys through everything that we've done. But, of course, as usual for these podcasts, we're not really doing, we're not gonna be really talking about Minecraft per se, but, about the channel. So, here's the church that we built last time. We fully decorated everything. What I really like is all the flowers that we added here. We basically pushed everything out by one block, which allowed us to put a grass block in there and one of those 2-block flowers, and it looks really nice from here. On the inside of the church, nothing too special. We got seats, red carpet, chandeliers, praying thing, and then the enchanting table, whatever you call it. After that, we built the throne room. I basically did this one all by myself, which I'm proud of. I don't know, this place gives me lots of Skyrim vibes, especially Whiterun City from Skyrim. But anyway, this is our brand new throne room. It's kind of restructured. It still has the main structure with like a straight path with fire in the middle and then a throne with 3 chairs. But we've also added these sideways stairs that lead up to a bedroom up here for Lord Ulfrin to sleep in. Hey, my girlfriend joined in. Cool. Just to clarify something, if you guys are on the Discord server, you might see It's Chafe has joined the server, and then you're wondering who's It's Chafe if I'm It's Chafe. My account name is It's Chafe most of the time in these days, but I didn't create this account that I'm currently playing on in these days. Like, I built this account a long time ago. So, my account name here is actually Chafe Dwarfy Dwarf, while the other account, which is the newer account, is It's Chafe. So let's, hold on, let's TP her to us. Hold on, how do you use the TP command? It's Chafe to Chafe. There we go. Coolio. So because Harry's not here today, I'll be taking the stream all by myself. I'm not really sure what I want to talk about. But I have been thinking a lot about the direction of the channel, so I guess I'll be, talking a bit about that. I also need to build this side because it's not done yet. So let's do that. Hold on a second. Give me 2 seconds. I've been wondering what type of content I want to put on the channel, seeing as, we're going to need to put aside Levaslier for a while. One of the ideas that I thought of, and it's really popular now, is doing those Reddit readings. I'm not really a fan of competing with others in terms of, you know, doing stuff that I'm not that interested in myself, and Reddit readings aren't something that I'm particularly interested in. But I do very frequently go around Facebook, and there are some really dumb posts on Facebook that I could go through. I could do that. And what I mean is, because I'm not sure about this either, I'm in a lot of communities, like, say for example, the Cinema 4D community, because I'm an animator, right? In the Cinema 4D community, I don't know why, people like asking really obvious questions online that's not in a place like Google. So, okay, something that's really obvious to me might not be obvious to someone else. I get that, okay? But I'm talking about something that's easily Googleable. So let's say, for example, how to, like, what's the code for stone brick stairs in Minecraft? You could type exactly what I said into Google and you would get 109. It's as simple as that. But for whatever reason, people on Facebook really like to type those types of questions onto the Facebook communities. And it litters your entire feed with questions like that. Super obvious questions. That, or sometimes people like joining the community and then asking, like, so you know how when you join a Facebook community, I'm not sure how many of you guys use Facebook here, but when you join a Facebook community, you gotta answer a few questions to get in, most of the time, like the groups on Facebook. And the questions basically just make sure that you're not someone who's joining into spam, right? So, for example, the Minecraft animation group that I'm an admin on, we ask questions like, this is an English-speaking group. Do you know how to speak English? You have to respond, yes, and we'll let you in. If you respond, no, we're not going to let you in because it's an English-speaking group. There's no point of you being here. Second, do you know how to read the rules? Yes. Third, will you follow the rules? Those are two different questions because some people don't know where the rules are. So if they say they are going to follow the rules, but then they never read the rules, then that's a problem, right? So they know how to find the rules, and they're going to follow the rules, then we accept them. All you have to do to join that group is answer yes to everything. This is probably like a language barrier issue, but there are some people who join in or try to join in that don't read the questions at all, and they just give whatever answers. The most common one seems to be Minecraft. That's the common answer to everything. So, excuse me. So, do you know how to speak English? Because this is an English-speaking group. Their answer is Minecraft. Do you, will you follow the rules? Do you know how to find the rules? Minecraft. Every single thing is Minecraft. And, that's not just the Minecraft group. I'm in, like, 2 groups, and they all do that. No idea why. I mean, they could go through the effort of, Google translating it, but nope. It's just gonna answer Minecraft. Just gonna fiddle around with all this. That's all done. Cool. In regards to the castle, right now, the build, I'm not sure what else there is left to build on a macro scale, as in, like, the outside of it, because there's not, like, all the tiny details. Like, we're gonna put trebuchets there. That fountain's gonna be, like, a little garden area. But those are, like, tiny details that I can add later. I want to, like, just do the big builds first. So, like, say, for example, this entire building or that entire building. Oh, I forgot to cover. We also built this tower thing. It used to be a really thin tower, but then we decided to adopt this, like, typical medieval castle roof style instead. And, I mean, there's not much in it. We haven't planned what... Like, okay, the plan is we're gonna make that a donjon, which is a room that you keep, prisoners of war in. Because, like, you gotta think, even most of the time when you think of a dungeon, keep in mind, a donjon is a different thing than a dungeon. When you think of a dungeon, you think of something underground, and, like, people get trapped in there, right? Hold on. Josiah says, is the YouTube chat not working? I believe so, because I'm not seeing any chat. Is there chat going through? Has there been chat coming through? I'm gonna refresh my my stream real quick. I'm sorry if I missed some messages. How many people are in the stream? I realized that nothing has been coming through. Did I? Oh, damn! I did miss a lot of stuff. Josiah is in. Hey! I didn't know you guys were in. Who else is in the chat? In the stream, I mean. Seems my my chat did die. Thanks for letting me know. Yeah. I wasn't seeing anything. Thank you. I see stuff now. Yep. I'll finish off what I was talking about with the dungeon, because I didn't think anyone was in the stream, so I just kept on talking to myself, just like, because the playback's gonna be saved and someone's gonna watch the playback. Anyway, the donjon is different than a dungeon. A donjon was invented first, and then a dungeon was invented after it. That's why the word dungeon sounds like donjon. When you think of a dungeon, you think of an underground structure with, like, zombies and shit, but that's where you trap, like, prisoners so they can't get out. The reason it's underground is because to get out, you'd have to go through all the underground stuff, then come back out. It's the same principle with the donjon. When you trap a prisoner up there, they're not going to jump out the window because they'll die. They have to go down all these steps and then go through the rest of the castle to escape. So putting a prisoner really high up or someone really low down, that's a really good way to keep someone in check. Anyway, Josiah wants to know the plans for the channel. I did go over the Reddit thing, or the Facebook thing, and I think that might be a good idea. I've seen huge growths on channels nowadays who are doing just pure readings of Reddit posts, and I love them as well. Like, so a channel that I've been watching is r/. And by the way, are you guys saying anything in the chat? Should I reload the chat again? Because yeah, anyway, like I was saying, no, okay, yeah, the chat is loading. Yeah, with r/, what he does, this is the guy's username on YouTube, r/, because all the Reddit post starts with r/ and then something else followed by the post, right? He reads out posts on r/ entitled parents and r/ fuck, what's it called? I forget the other one, right? But entitled parents is a really fucking good one. Basically, it's people who are telling stories of parents who are really entitled to their children and are really selfish or whatever. Like, it's the most ridiculous stories. And all people do is read that out loud, and for whatever reason, that explodes. So I'm like, oh, I can do that. I'll do something that people haven't done yet. I'm not gonna do r/ entitled parents. There's like 5 people doing that. I don't need to do that. I'm gonna start doing r/whatever something else. I could do that. Or I could start doing something on, like, Facebook, like I said, because there are really dumb people on Facebook. What is that? That is wrong. Hey, Josiah just got here. What's going on? Josiah... Wait, did I say Josiah? Angelo just got here. Josiah says, so that's why they lock away princesses in the tallest tower. Yeah, exactly. That's why. So, anyway, like I was saying, on the actual build here, most of the stuff is done. I'm probably gonna start working on the interior. Harrier's not gonna join today. What? What? Wait, what? What? Huh? What? What? Okay, anyway. Yeah, let's do the interior. I was thinking of other stuff that I could put on the channel, because I want to... Look, here's the thing. Growing on YouTube is simple. You need watch time. That's the single most important metric on YouTube. The more watch time you have, the more successful you be. You want to hear the logic of that? It's because, like, okay, YouTube's a platform. The longer you stay on YouTube, the more ads you see. The more ads you see, the more money gets brought to YouTube. YouTube's goal is to keep you on their platform for as long as possible so that you can see more ads. Okay, that's the simple logic of why watch time is so important. And so... What the hell was that? Blech, excuse me. And so... When we're talking about... Fuck, I lost my train of thought. I lost my train of thought just like that. Poof. I was talking about watch time, but what led to my talk about watch time? Growing on YouTube is simple. I remember saying that. Right, yeah. So, so one way to very effectively increase your watch time is to upload every single day. That's easier said than done, right? If you guys are YouTubers, like Josiah, you're a YouTuber. You know how difficult it is to upload a video on schedule. So I do 3 a week. I can manage 3 a week just fine. Imagine doing it every single day. I'm gonna have to, like, really dull down the quality of my videos, but I think if I do a very easy topic, like reading out posts and then just, like, putting screenshots of the post there, as long as that's interesting, I feel like that's still an effective strategy. God damn it. Josiah has become so omnipresent that Chief now thinks everyone is me. Yep. You live inside my mind. God damn it. Excuse me. Wow. Whew. Can't breathe today. What am I gonna do with this room? I feel like I should have a really long corridor going in the middle, since corridors in medieval days are, like, a long corridor in medieval days are, like, a prestige symbol, so you want the longest corridors and the most prestigious places, and this is a really long corridor for Hemrage standards. Josiah has done a video almost every day this week. Wait, me or you? You? Speaking of which, I need to I need to do that last setup things. What's going on? Speaking of which, I need to do the last setup things for that video today. Oh, you're doing, like, the editing process now. By the way, I'm not sure if you guys are aware of this, but I use a tool to help me on YouTube do my things. I put this on the Discord the other day, but I use a tool called TubeBuddy. So you can just Google that online. Actually, no, go to tubebuddy.com/teamwnj. I'm not sponsored, I'm an affiliate. So what that means is that anything that you purchase using TeamWNJ so if you sign up, rather, using TubeBuddy/TeamWNJ, any purchases that you give to TubeBuddy, I will get a cut of that to myself. Recently someone has actually purchased TubeBuddy from me, so, you know, thank you, whoever did that, and I hope TubeBuddy works for you. It certainly has worked for me. So TubeBuddy isn't just like a paid thing. There's a free version. But what you can do is, so get onto tubebuddy.com/teamwnj, because I want to get a cut of this, right? Because I need some money as well. Don't worry, it's not going to add extra fees onto you. It's just a pay cut from TubeBuddy itself. But what you can do is, instead of paying the full fare, if you sign on, wait a month or a week, you'll get a deal that basically TubeBuddy lifetime is $500. You get a deal that cuts $500 to $50. You get that deal. That deal is a good deal. That is a really good deal. I wish I got that. It's a one-time only deal. I didn't get it. So now I have to pay like $50 every month for TubeBuddy. You could pay $50 for a lifetime license, as long as you wait 1 month with the license. And that's a one-time offer. I can't believe I missed that, but somebody recently posted that on Facebook. I'm like, dude, get it. Get it now. Hey, D'Angelo says, why rebuild the castle, by the way? I'll get to that in a bit. Josiah says, editing is done, just wrapping up tags and stuff. Oh, okay, cool. Are you using TubeBuddy? You should probably use TubeBuddy. Angelo asked, why are you rebuilding the castle? So, look how big this castle is, and, because I've been doing more animation stuff in, for the prologue, for example. I did it in Dire Shield Fortress. If we take a look at Dire Shield Fortress, Warp, Dire Shield. Like, if we take a look at the room where the last battle took place, in there, you can see how much room there is, and the amount of angles I could use during the final shot. So this is the prologue room, the final room in Dire Shield Fortress, right? Take a look at the space here. You may think that, oh, okay, you're gonna think either it's pretty big or it's pretty small, but either way, the effect that this gave on the animation was that, yeah, it looks pretty good, but I didn't have as much space as I would like to, right? So, like, I like putting the camera, gives a pretty good coverage, but it's quite limiting on my angles. Like, I can't, for example, you know, go, like, doing this angle is, like, a really weird thing. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it, but, like, having a bigger room just gives me more options, right? So, note the size of this room. Note how big this one is or how small this one is. I feel like this one's a medium, right? Now, let's go to Hemrage Castle. And let's look at the throne room. Whoop. What? Warp Hem Castle. Let's take a look at the original castle's throne room. GMC. Compare the size of that to this, and you can see how cramped this one is. And keep in mind, Hemrage is the main city that most of the stuff is going to take place in, so a lot of shots are going to take place here. It's tiny. It is really, everything is really cramped. But in the new castle, I don't know what the warp for the new castle is. I'm going to have to set a new warp for that one. We're building everything with the intention of, okay, it's going to be in the animation 100%. So every room is now massive. Just so that we can fit the camera and have as many possibilities as possible. That's going to be far away to fly to. We'll get there. Don't worry. We'll get there. And there we go. So this is the new throne room here. Massive space to work with. Massive space. So, like, from that same angle, it would be somewhere here. You know, a lot more things we can do with this freedom of movement, basically. I actually want to compare... Hold on. I'm not sure if you guys have seen Far Reach Castle. Oh, there is Far Castle. Oh, no, not Far. Far Castle. Far Reach Castle is tiny. It is so small. But, it's compact. Alright, so this is Far Reach Castle. The throne room in this one shouldn't be too big. It should be pretty small. Yeah, this is Far Reach Castle's throne room. I actually quite like this, to be honest. It's too small for my liking, but nothing's gonna happen in Far Reach Castle. In Season 1, at least. So, we're good here. All good. This is a very comfy place, though. I do like it. Yeah, Angelo says, oh, damn, the bigger one is much better. Yeah. Oh, I'm not... Let me show you guys something. Other than the, like, defensive structures... I could talk about the defensive structures of these castles, but I'm not going to go into Far Reach. I'm going to show you guys something on Hemrage Castle. I don't know why we did this, because there is no need to do this, right? But on Hemrage Castle, we have proper defenses. So, like, the entrance of the castle is right there. That's where you go in, and then you follow that path all the way around, and you got to do a loop there, and then you got to go into there, and then you got to get into the final castle. Okay. We've got portcullises everywhere, and portcullises are these, like, draw gates that go down. I don't know why we decided to make it work, but it works. So if you do that, oh, if you press the button, it plays a sound. I can't hear the sound, but it goes down. Like, we've animated it going down to within Minecraft. I don't know how Harry did it, because I'm not a command block expert. Harry did everything here. Don't know how he did it, but he managed to do it. Anyway, there you go. We've got working portcullises. There are, on Hemrage Castle, I believe there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 portcullises or something like that. It's crazy defense. But anyway, like, I don't feel like talking about, I could, but medieval castle defense is a important thing, and everything here is supposed to be defended correctly. So when we turn this into a game, right, when we put the server up to public and people are playing it, I'm wondering how people are gonna raid the castle if the defenses are so strong that it theoretically is impossible. Now, it is Minecraft. You could punch straight through the portcullises, but I don't know. Angelo says, is it command block? Yeah, it's command blocks. I don't know what the commands are. I know we have a server room where all the command blocks are placed. Warp server room? Yeah. Okay, so we've got this underground. This is literally underground. GMSP. Whoop. Yeah, so here's the farms of Hemrage. There's the actual city, I think. What is that? I don't know what any of that is. But there's the actual city. Underground here, we have this room full of command blocks. So everything here is all the command blocks. I don't know how any of this works. I have not touched anything here. Literally anything. This is... Yeah, they're even labeled, man. I did do this one. Because I was bored. So I have a little home here with a different style. I don't think there's much in here, to be honest. No, there isn't much in here. Alrighty, back to work. Dash warp creative. Let's build that hall. I want to make that hall look good. I did have more ideas of stuff that I wanted to put on the channel, because I do want to put more uploads out. So here's the thing. The Monday tutorials, people are still asking for Minecraft animation tutorials, because apparently I have established myself as being someone who's pretty damn good at Minecraft animation. What a surprise. And so someone's recently been asking me, hey, can you do some editing tutorials? Can you do a tutorial on how to make things look like they're wet in, like, so if it's raining, things have to look wet and reflective and stuff in Cinema 4D. I'm like, yeah, sure, I know how to do that. But that would take up a Monday video. But the thing is, with the Minecraft animation tutorials, those are aimed towards a very specific audience. That's just Minecraft animation. And that audience is so small, I think in all my subscribers, I've gotten at least half of every single person. Like, all the people on the world who search for Minecraft animation tutorials, I've gotten at least half of the entire population of that people. So that's the Monday audience. Then we have the Wednesday videos, which, right now I'm doing some just, like, atmosphere sounds, because those, I really like doing those for myself. And so, it was just, like, I think, yesterday, yeah, that was a Wednesday. Look, guys, I schedule my videos days before. I never know when I upload videos. Yesterday, I put out this, like, Hemrage ASMR atmosphere video. I listen to that all the time. Like, I made that, so I'm just gonna put a few of those out, but that's never gonna, you know, keep forever. So I could do, like, Hemrage Night, Hemrage Day, Hemrage Rain, Far Reach Night, Far Reach Day, Far Reach Rain, or Far Reach Snow, rather. And that would be, like, 7 videos in a row of just sounds, right? And that's easy. The good thing about that is, 1, I get a lot of watch time because people just sit there and listen to the video. 2, I listen to my own videos like that. 3, they don't take much effort. I get a break. Problem is, there's only a specific amount of people searching for those videos. So you've got 2 videos that are targeted towards a very specific audience, and then these live streams are targeted towards the subscribers, right? So subscribers always come back for the live streams. That's, I'm flying way too fast. That's right now what we have. We got 2 videos targeted, 1 video for subscribers. There's nothing that I have that explodes, per se, and that's usually how channels get big. You have to have a combination of 3 different things. You gotta have hero content, which is stuff that may take a while longer, but is supposed to boost your channel by a lot, right? There's the stuff for your subscribers, so this is the live streams, because after you guys watch the live streams, typically you guys don't watch the live streams again unless you want to clip a very specific moment. By the way, guys, if you like clipping specific moments, go ahead, clip specific moments and upload those. I would love that. And then the 4th one is just I forget. Well, it's just like the normal content that you post. That's like my Monday and Wednesday videos that are targeted towards, you know, the targeted towards a specific audience. I'm missing the hero content right now, which is supposed to boom the channel. That's supposed to be Levaslier, by the way. It's just the problem with that is that it takes so long to make Levaslier that the hero content isn't being effective. Yeah, exactly. Josiah identified it perfectly. So hero for you is Levaslier, but we've already covered the problem with that. Exactly. Perfect. Great observation there. So the new thing that's booming right now is to keep an eye out on the trends. Much as I personally don't like following trends, and it's not because, oh, it's popular, so I'm not gonna follow it. It's because things that are trendy don't usually resonate with me, so I don't feel a chase to do something trendy. But recently, the Reddit posts, I really like those, and I feel like I could do those. Those are trending a lot. It's seizing the opportunity when you see it. I feel like there's an opportunity there. I could do that as hero content. That could take up another day, so I might start uploading on an extra day. I might start uploading on I'm gonna have to plan this. Let's just brain fart and say, like, since I'm already doing Monday, I'm already doing Wednesday, and I'm doing streams on Thursday. We could make somebody's weekend by doing Friday. You know, honestly, we could make someone really happy on a Friday before the weekend. Give them something really entertaining to watch. Josiah says, do something amazing related to PewDiePie and get it on Lawai? I don't know what Lawai is. Excuse me. I'm really gassy today. I have no idea what's going on. Hayes Angelo says, have you ever thought of uploading your world to PMC? I would say it's a hold on. I'd say it's a great way to get publicity, hype for the animation. I haven't put the world up, but I've never thought of putting the world up, to be honest. That might be a good idea. I have to think about it a bit more. I've never put the world up, but I have put posts on Planet Minecraft, and people don't, like, really like the stuff that I put there. It might just be me. Like, I might not be too good with people things, and that's not a surprise. Brygger's here. Brygger says Laway not. What is Laway? Can someone tell me what Laway is? I don't know what Laway is. I'm gonna finish up this this thing that I'm doing. What am I doing? I'm doing a hallway. That's what I'm doing. Because grand hallways are grand. Josiah says PewDiePie reviews content reviews content people make for him and stuff. I'm not saying it's actually great ideas. Last week I asked you. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's cool. That sounds a lot like what's the guy's name? Shit. What's the guy's name? Fuck. You have to give me a second. My brain is it's buffering. Jack Films. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, it sounds a lot like Jack Films. I could do stuff like that, but there's a fine line between following there's a blurry line between following trends and copycatting. I don't know where that line is, because I don't usually follow trends anyway. But like ideas like that, those sound fun. I don't know about making them though. Hey, Gang is here. He's Matus Aguiar. Hey, what's up? Josiah says it's exactly stolen from him, and they made a whole joke out of it. Yeah, look, here's the thing. Jack, I'm sure Jack Films and PewDiePie and all those dudes, I'm pretty sure they're all friends. Like, you know, yeah, exactly. I'm pretty sure they're all cool with each other doing that, excuse me. Because it's not like when PewDiePie does his show that he's stealing an audience from Jack Films. I'm sure that when PewDiePie uploads his stuff, Jack also gets a bit of extra bonus, you know, boost to his stuff as well. Just because they make content that's so similar. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if that's how it worked. Oh, Mateus says my name is Matthew in English. Alright, cool. I'll remember that. You know what I should do? I need to... Because I say a lot that, like, I remember every single person who comments on my videos. I do. It's, like, it's in my head most of the time. Most of the time. Occasionally, the one person slips from my head. I should write a list of all my subscribers and, like, have them there, organize it, so that whenever someone comments, I'll, like, flip through and see if they're there or whatever. I could do that, but, I mean, it's in my head. I do remember it. Ooh, you know what? I just realized something. I was gonna do some chandeliers here, But the thing with the chandeliers are that this is a fence, that's a fire, and that's a hopper, so it's pretty low. That should be fine. I'll do one. Y'all see me ever? Y'all ever see me build a chandelier before? Let's build a chandelier. Hold on. Where's the fence gate? There it is. Flint steel. Hopper. And trapdoor. That should be it. Torch. Someone's shooting me with, like, snowballs. How dare you? Yeah, so I mean, look, let's talk about that PewDiePie thing again. Cause I was thinking about that. I don't have to copy him exactly, because I don't like copying people. I like coming up with original ideas, right? But if we take a look at the core of those type of content, why does that type of content work? Like, why does it work? I think the main thing is that it engages the audience. It makes the audience want to say something so that they can be featured, for example. And then that, or like, yeah. So they write a content and say episode 1, and the creator says, "All right, you'll be in episode 2." The commenter now goes, "Oh, okay. Should I stay for the next episode to see if my content, my comment gets like accepted or whatever, right?" And so when you have that, you have a viewer that comments all the time and always comes back all the time and watches the entire video because they want to know if they're in it. And so that's viewer retention, viewer interactivity, and then also a subscriber that comes back consistently. That's the reason I would think that it works with, you know, my knowledge of YouTube, my lackluster knowledge of YouTube. If we want to copy that, instead of copying his show, we can actually take a look at the formula which we just deduced, and we can try to copy the formula. That would be one way to do it. You'd have to figure out what exactly he's doing that makes it work, and then what we can do to mimic that on a like a micro level. What? I'm not sure where to build the chandeliers. I need it kind of mathless. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Kumanistic is in the chat. I just noticed you. Hey, man, what's going on? Haven't seen you in a while. By in a while, I mean since last stream, I think. Mumbo Jumbo, Josiah says Mumbo Jumbo builds his, making your redstone builds thing. Yeah, that's cool. I could do making your Minecraft animations or something like that. Could work too. How many chandeliers am I? No, that's wrong. Give me a second. My brain is trying to figure out where these chandeliers are supposed to go. I don't want too many chandeliers. It's a bit excessive. Alrighty. And then another one here. Oh, damn. Oh, damn. Ooh. Oh, well. If you're wondering, we don't like working with 4 blocks. Excuse me. Like, even numbers. Like this, a 4 block. That's hard to work with. A 5 block is easy to work with because you just target the middle there and then, like, the middle of that. And then, or, like, we chose that one. So it should be there. And then it's perfectly there. On a 4 block, there ain't no middle. Well, we made it work. It's fine. 4 chandeliers, that's good enough. I guess I could also take a look at my, like, going back to the hero content thing. I guess I could also use my other skills to, you know what? Holy shit, I just got my mind blown. I just remembered something. Okay, so, Angelo, you guys are giving great suggestions. And it's a combination of basically everything you guys are saying here. Hates Angelo says, how about creating meme clips as Minecraft animations? Alright, that's one. That would blow up pretty well. Kamatine says, maybe something like making your silly ideas in Cinema 4D. Angelo, same energy. Yeah, okay, yeah, you guys are on the same boat. I've got something on the same boat as well. Okay. While I was in film school, I was making this movie called, my final term in film school, my final semester, I made this movie called Lens, and I was the visual effects guy. So I was doing a lot of visual effects work for a few months straight. It was just pure visual effects, very visual effects heavy. And that was also when PAX was going on, so I was doing a lot of, you know, final touching on the animation. I just, and every day, just on the computer, just doing a lot of, you know, animation computer work. I started having dreams of weird shit, and I woke up in the morning thinking, like, yo, I could animate that. And so one of my favorite ones, and my friends love this one as well, because I told them about it. I had a dream one day, and I don't know how familiar you guys are with my Australian home. I think every single one of you guys here are familiar with me since I was in Australia. So think about my home in Australia, right? Like, you know, the white wall behind me, a little bit of like cardboard there, the L-shaped table and whatnot. And then my bedroom is directly in front of me, right? So if you're watching me right now, the bedroom is right. Let me switch this over. Let me switch this over. I can do some storytelling. I'm not sure if you guys saw the office here as well. Hold on, my stream froze. There you go. This is the new office. Anyway, I'll talk about that later. Okay, imagine if my bedroom is directly there, right behind the camera, right? One morning, I wake up. This is in the dream, right? I wake up in the dream. I go outside. I make my coffee. I'm behind the camera. And then, at one point, as I'm making my coffee, I turn to look at my computers. So I've got all the monitors facing this way, and then there's like a bit of space. There's like, monitors are here, right? This is where I sit. Monitors are here, so your camera's facing there. There's a bit of space here, and here's my bedroom, right? So in this space, I'm standing here, I'm looking there. In this space, a hole cracks in the ceiling, and like, shit starts falling down, and it crumbles through the ceiling, breaks through the floor, and I'm like, I'm not surprised or anything. I'm like, huh. And then pancakes start raining down. Just like a million pancakes start raining down from the ceiling, just through the holes. And I'm just like, interesting. And then at the end, a big pancake goes thump, and like kind of just like sinks through the little hole. Like it was too big to fit through the hole, but it started compressing in the middle, like pinching, and then just going whoop, like straight down. And I woke up going like, need to animate that. Need to animate that right now. The worst part about that was that I tried to make it. So here's the thing. I know how to make a pancake model in Cinema 4D. I know how to make a hole explode in a wall using my visual effects skills. I know how to do all that. Like that dream, I can do that easily. And so the school was like, the school had a an open day event. So people from, you know, all over Australia could come to our school and take a look at, you know, what we have, what we teach, blah, blah, blah. And as always, I'm always instructed to sit in one of the editing suites and show off what I'm doing. So I thought, okay, well, Lens isn't going anywhere at the moment since I don't have anything to work with. Let's do something. Lev right now is, you know, being prepared to be shown at PAX. I've got nothing to do for Lev. I've got nothing to do for Lens. Okay, what do I have left to do? Pancakes. So that morning, I recorded in my room, thinking, oh, this is gonna be sick. And I sat down, on that day, like, in front of, like, a whole bunch of people. Like, people were walking by my office, like, over and over again, and just, like, stopping and watching what I was doing. It didn't work, because I fundamentally broke one of my own rules. It's, like, a visual effects thing. You guys probably don't know that much visual effects, but let me tell you something. Let me tell you something about parallax real quick, alright? This is how 3D motion tracking works. Let me grab something. Give me this. Okay, here. I've got 2 knives. Some Russian just joined the chat. I can't read Russian. If you could write that in English, I try to pronounce it, man. Tell me what that is in English. I'd love to see what that is. Alright, so here's what parallaxing is in visual effects. In visual effects, when you want to 3D motion track something, and you get what that means is like, say I want to put, I don't know, a chief figurine on my speaker over there, right? But that chief figurine isn't real. How would I do that? I'd motion track the entire thing, and the computer is going to register, oh, so that speaker sticks out a little bit, and it, like, processes the 3D information. How that works is because if this one is, how do you know this one is closer? Because this one's bigger, right? And then this one's smaller. That's one thing. Second thing is when you start moving it, so let's say I move the camera, it's going to start moving like this. You see how the knife in the back here doesn't really move much, but this one moves a lot? That's because this is closer, so like naturally it moves a lot. And the 3D tracker can like track, say for example, the cross there, and it'll be like, okay, so that's there, that moves by that much. This is here, that doesn't move by that much. Okay, conclusion, this is further back than this. And then it'll take a look at every single point in the scene, and I'll try to figure the rest of that out. And that's how 3D motion tracking works. You need parallaxing. Very important to have parallaxing for any 3D tracking to work. I knew that. I was teaching that. I was teaching that in school. I didn't do it. Yeah, I fucked up that day. I couldn't motion track the damn scene. Step 1 of doing visual effects is motion tracking. I had 8 hours or 6 hours to work in that damn office with people walking by watching what I was doing for 6 to 8 hours. I was stuck on step 1. Being the most experienced visual effects person in the entire damn school, I got stuck on step 1. It's embarrassing. But, I mean, I want to do that now. Because the other day, the director of Lens sent me a message going, hey, Jules, what are you doing at the moment? I go, nothing. He goes, okay, if you have weird dreams, can you animate them? Because I want to make a project. I'm like, sure, let's get some weird dreams. I actually have this old... I found this old notebook. I'm learning some Japanese by myself, so don't ignore all these writings. This old notebook that I had was a dream diary, and these things are weird. I could talk about this in a bit as well. I don't mind going on a bit of story time. I think Harry's in the call, actually, because I heard a bit of noise. Is he in the call? No, I heard a bit of noise. I wasn't sure what that was. Never mind. So anyway, back a few years, I played this game called Yume Nikki, and Yume Nikki is this like very surreal game, right? If anyone's heard of what's the game called? LSD Dream Emulator? Yeah, LSD Dream Emulator. That game is more popular than Yume Nikki. Hey Warren A, nice to see you again. See, I remember my subscribers. I remember you, Warren A. What's up? Welcome back. Anyway, so Yume Nikki, that's obviously Japanese. That stands for Dream Diary. It's a very surreal game. Things don't make sense. The game wasn't intended to make sense, and it was, if anyone's played an RPG Maker horror game, Yume Nikki was the game that started that trend. Hey, there's 10 people watching the stream. Thanks, Angelo. To all the 10 people in the stream right now, don't forget, let's try to do this one more time. Don't forget to like the video, just like how ArcDoc did right there, and fly off the damn screen like he did. Go do that, yeah. Let's try to hit, we got 10 people, we can surely hit over 10 likes. Go do that, thanks guys. Anyway, so very surreal game, Yume Nikki Dream Diary. The effect that I had while playing that game, I love that game by the way. I'd love to do a playthrough. It's very surreal. It's not very popular, so I'm not gonna get a lot of views on it, but I would love to play. I also want to finish my Angel of Death playthrough. Anyway, Dream Diary. It follows a character who goes to sleep, and then in that sleep, she dreams of just the weirdest things. You go through a door, and you're in a world of 3D blocks. You go through another door, and then it's a forest. You go through another door, and then you're in hell, right? And then there's like uterus monsters or whatever. And people are looking at all the symbolism in this game. Even though the game wasn't designed to mean anything, there's so much symbolism that we can infer meaning, and it's insane. I did a whole study of this when I was in university, so I know a lot about it. Anyway, because I was really into it, I was like, okay. The music in this game is causing me to have weird-ass fucking dreams. Let me write all of them down onto my dream diary. And I did this for a good 2 or 3 days. And it got me some pretty interesting results. It also leads into lucid dreaming. I'm not sure how like, mental you guys are into, like, this, like, mental shit. But, yeah, there was a whole moment in my life where I was really into dreaming. I could read some, I remember everything here. Holy shit, this one was long. I had a lucid dream on day 5. And this, like, really encompasses everything I have here, man. Okay. I could read some of these out to you, but it's just like... You guys want to hear some dream stories? I'm looking at the most interesting ones. Yeah, let me know if you guys want to hear some dream stories. I've even got pictures on some. I remember this one. Yeah, I remember this one. I've got really clear pictures of exactly what I was dreaming of. I don't know, like, that game, man. Yume Nikki, it does some weird things to you. I love it. Josiah was looking at the Japanese. No, look, here's the thing. I'm a weeb, but, like, not as weeby as I was before. Like, there was a period of my life where, you see I'm not sure if you guys have seen all the posters over there, or the drawings on the top of this wall, but I've got a lot of anime posters. I really like anime, but I'm not learning Japanese because it's like, okay, yeah, of course I can read Japanese, which will be great, because then I can read the light novels that aren't translated. Okay, that's one reason. So here's all my practice stuff. I've been doing a lot of stuff. There you go. But the thing I like about Japan the most, the thing that I admire the most is their work ethic. Is because they don't stop working until they drop dead. And I really like that type of mentality going to things. I hate going into a group project, and I'm sure everyone can relate with this. I hate going into a group project and then doing everything while everyone is telling you to do stuff, telling others to do stuff, but then themselves are never doing anything. Meanwhile, you're quiet because you're too focused doing stuff to tell other people to do stuff. That's me like 99.99% of the time. When I was on Lens, I don't want to... Okay, if you guys ever watch Lens, you're going to know the producer and the writer. I'm not blaming them. They're my friends, alright? I'm not saying... You know, I'm not trying to roast them and then say that they're bad people. No. These are my good friends. The director and producer of Lens, right? But there was a moment where, okay, I was focused on Levaslier for 2 weeks because there was PAX, okay? So I did Levaslier for 2 weeks without doing Lens. And I got back to Lens, and this is exactly the project that I had to do the visual effects on that I said, I couldn't do the visual effects, like the impossible task. This is exactly it, right? I told them to generate, here's a shot list. A list of every single camera angle that's going to be in Lens that I have to work on to add visual effects. The film itself is, think of Ghost in the Shell and Blade Runner. So it's Neo-Tokyo, flying cars, neon signs everywhere, Japanese stuff, Asian neon symbols, etc, etc, etc. All that I have to do by myself. It wasn't a hard task for me. I just needed a list of shots of what you want me to do, and then list how important each and every single one of them are. So importance level is green for the movie will not work without this shot. Yellow for it'd be great if this shot is done. Red for aesthetic appeal only and no other purpose other than looking good. I would do everything green, then do everything yellow, then do everything red. In that order. Because that means that even if I run out of time, the movie will still work because I'm pretty sure I can get all green done. So I made that list and I made it very clear that, okay, I'm only allowed this much time before the end of the semester, so I can't guarantee that everything will be done, but I'll try to get as much as the impossible, the important stuff done. Okay, director says okay, producer says okay, we're good, we're on the same page. I go do Lev, right? All of a sudden, they come back to me with a whole new list of shots that weren't on the original list. I go, whoa! Hold on, where did this list of 20 extra shots come from? How? Nobody told me about this. I'm the visual effects supervisor. I have to be on set supervising what you guys are doing to make sure that the VFX can be done. I was not on set. The green screen was gray. It was gray. Because I wasn't on set to supervise it. I'm not going to say that if I was there, it wouldn't have been great. I might have made a mistake as well. I'm not blaming the person who did the green screen. I'm just saying, somebody experienced there should have called that out. Okay, so I get 20 extra shots. I'm like, give me the importance list now, ASAP. I need to do all the green ones, fast. They give me the importance list. Green, red, yellow. Okay. I get all the green ones done. And then at some point, they start piecing the edit together. And they're showing it, and the teachers are like, hey, why is that shot missing? Why is that still on a green screen? What's going on there? And they're like, oh, Julian's gonna get to that in a bit. I'm like, I'm not sure if we have enough time to do that. You may be better off removing that. They go, sure. Next week, it's still there. Lecturer, hey, why is that still there? They look at me and they're like, Julian, I'm very confident in your skills, but can you do that in time? Do you think you can do that in time? I'm like, yeah. I say to the lecturer because I can do that in time, right? I've got enough time to do everything, theoretically. So I tell my producer, I'm like, hey, man, we said the important stuff needs to be done first. I'm still working on the important stuff. Might be a good idea to start cutting that yellow and red stuff out because that ain't needed. He goes, okay. Third week, still there. Same comments, same conversation after the class. Fourth week, 1 month passes. I go, hey, have you removed that yet? No, it's still there. We have 2 or 3 weeks left before the airing of the film. 2 or 3 weeks, I don't know, 2 or 3 weeks, I don't remember. There are 20 incomplete shots. All the green ones are done. I can start working on the yellow ones. I don't know if I can do 20 shots. I start saying, hey, guys, I don't know if I can do 20 shots. I've said this in the very beginning. I'm not sure if I can do 20 shots. You gotta start cutting that out. I've said this to you for the past month. You gotta start cutting it out. You haven't cut it out. They go, we can't cut it out. I go, why not? Because as an editor, I can delete that. That would be perfectly fine. Hey, I don't mind sitting in the room with you and helping you edit that, even though I'm not the editor. You don't even need to give me credit for not being an editor. For being an editor, I can sit in the room with you and we'll cut that out. I'm not concerned with what I'm doing. I'm concerned with how the final fucking film looks, right? We can't have missing shots, bad actors, and whatnot. Get rid of that, right? And so they say, hey, editing is not your field right now. I'm the editor. Don't touch my editing. You do your job, because otherwise you're lazy. I'm like, man, I've just done 10 shots in quick succession behind the scenes. I've generated a whole list of you to keep everything in order, which you filled out, and now you're saying that I'm lazy. I didn't bother arguing with them. They're the director. As I've said a million times before, as an editor, you don't argue with nobody. The director's your boss. You gotta listen to the director. Right? So I didn't argue with him. I said, okay, I tried to reason with him. I go, okay, look, listen. We've generated this list before the semester even started. I told you I'm generating this list. You filled out the list. Why are we suddenly ignoring this list? They go, you just want to avoid work, so you're not working on it. I go, okay, look, I'm not trying to avoid work. I'm just saying, I've made the schedule. I could do it. I could do everything that you tell me to do. The 20 shots, easy. I could do it. I'm never gonna say no, right? Because someone else is gonna say no. I'm gonna say yes all the time because I'm gonna get the work done, right? I don't care. I can get as much work done as possible. But how can you just ignore the list that I made, that I generated to keep everything in order, and then call me lazy? I don't get it. So then I get the 20 shots done, no problem. I get the 20 shots done within 5 days or whatever, right? It's typical me because I sprint everything. All right. Cool. I get everything done. The film looks good. All of a sudden, there's an extra shot that's not done. That's VFX heavy. I go, okay, I'll do it. I got extra days. I'll do it. Done. Okay, send it in to them. At one point, the director, I believe, the editor tried to do some visual effects of his own. The editor is also the director or something, right? Like the director producer roles, they're like two people, but they're all in and of the same. So he makes the visual effects, right? It's a signboard. Imagine this TV behind me. That's like a big neon sign on the edge of a building. I've been doing all of those. I've been doing them fine. He tries to do one. It doesn't look right. So at one point, I say, okay, you and me, we're sitting in a room. I open up After Effects at school. I'm like, okay, here's what you do. I searched up dog.png on Google. I grabbed a random picture of a dog, and I showed him how to do the screen. I'm like, okay, first you gotta put it in here, then you gotta use corner pin to pin into the correct corners, then you got 3D motion track it to make sure it stays in place, then you gotta add this effect to make it look like it's digitized, then you gotta add that effect to make it look like it's 3D, and then you gotta add that effect to make it look like it's glass, then you gotta add that effect to make it have an outline, then you gotta add that effect to make it glow a little bit because it's light. At that point, that's when he realized how much effort I put into every single shot. And keep in mind, I didn't do one of those. I did... the original task was for me to do 3. I did 34. 34! That's 11 times more than my expected workload. I got everything done. But anyway, it's nothing like... It's not like I'm scolding them for being bad and horrible people. No. There is a genuine understanding error because of a different knowledge base there. So they're not that VFX heavy. They don't understand what goes into selling each visual effects shot. And I understand that. So I don't get angry at people when that happens. Right? And I usually I just do it as I'm told. So I'm not trying to roast them or anything. They're great people. They're great friends of mine. Ultimately, I don't think Lens turned out as good as it could have been. I don't really like the final movie. But I got the work done and it was an experience. So, there's that. Those guys, they're still my friends. They're still great people. It's just, these rants, they have to go out sometimes because that's the truth. You don't have someone who's really dedicated to making the movie look good, who's really dedicated to keep things organized on time and focuses on my own work without telling other people what to do. Unless, like, something happens, I have to step in, right? And the one time that I did step in, you call me lazy and not doing anything. You know, that is disrespectful. You know, that when you get to the bottom of it, that's disrespectful. That's all it is. But no hate, only love. You know, those guys are still my friends, and we keep doing the things we're doing. Anyway, what did I miss on oh wow. Hey. So Josiah. So I've been missing a lot of chats recently. Josiah says, I distinctly remember realizing I was dreaming, starting to fly and then waking up. Yeah, you had a lucid dream, bro. Andre says, I wonder what happened to that Yume Nikki sequel. There is a There is a Yume Nikki sequel on Steam right now, and it's like a 3D version of Yume Nikki. I don't really particularly like it, but I haven't played it through per se, so I'm not going to give too many comments on that. Josiah says, relevant. I've been trying to get time to record something with a friend for a video. They've never been setting aside any time for it, so I gave up and kicked them out of the RP. Or that's the plan. Working with people is extremely annoying when the other person doesn't work. And I realize this was all spawned from me talking about Japan. I mean, it brings it back. When you have people in Japan, when they work, they work. Like, they're not joking. They are working hard. And that's what I like, because then I don't have to depend on undependable people. I might actually thin that to a 2 instead of a 4. A 3, rather. Hates Angelo, laughs at the gray screen. Yeah, have you guys seen the pictures of it? I might be able to load a screenshot of the behind the scenes. I think you guys will be interested. I think you'll be interested to see that we worked with the gray screen, and we made it work as well. The person who set up the gray screen ended up doing the keying by himself, and he did a really damn good job at it. Like, we didn't have the best material to work off of because nobody wants to work on a gray screen. He still did it, so he helped me do it, and he did a really good job. Even though he set it up strangely, I mean, that's not entirely his fault. There could be a whole host of things that gone wrong, and, you know, he's a great guy, and he worked really hard to fix it. He did a great job at fixing it. Let me try to pull up a screenshot. I'm sure I have it here somewhere. Yeah, there. That was the green screen. Look at that color. That's barely green. That color and the color on the wall is almost identical. They're both... This is like a light gray green. That's just like light gray. Right? See, this color here, this color and that color is almost exactly the same. He managed to key that out for the most part, and we ended up with a result that looked something like this. So he keyed it out, and I did most of the background work. He did a fantastic job keying that out, right? Like, there's a... when I did it, because I did one of these shots, I did it a lot faster, because I know... I thought of a faster way to do it after seeing the way he did it. And the way he did it was like... I don't know how he did it, but he figured out a way that was really complicated. But after looking at that, I was like, wait, you can simplify that. And I did that. But he did a great job nonetheless. Hates Angelo says, wait, I think that room is in the odd number. Yeah, I'm gonna test this by doing center. Center 87. That is an odd number. You're right. That is weird. Huh. Okay, well, I mean, I've got solutions. Don't worry. I've got this. Watch. Thanks, Angelo, for pointing that out. You guys instantly know what I'm doing now. I should do more building tutorials as well, but again, like, I mean, I love doing Minecraft tutorials and, like, buildings and whatnot, because I love this game, right? But there's a limited amount of viewers I can get, and especially when I'm trying to grow the channel with the intention of purely growing the channel, I'm not sure if doing the Minecraft stuff is the best way to progress forward. There we go. Then we'll do the same thing. Oh my god, there's a pillar here. That's fine. Hang on a second. That's in the middle. Okay, we gotta smash this one. Let's smash all of these for now. Josiah says I haven't watched the old building videos. Oh, you mean? Oh, yeah, I did like a little series on how to build the Hemrage houses. That's really interesting, to be honest. The Hemrage houses, because I've built them so many times and because they follow a set formula, it's interesting to me that I'm able to remember every single step and then be able to teach them as well. I'm also wondering if I should start having people join on as builders on the server. Hold on, what's going on here? That's boring. That's better. Put some doors on. There you go. Alright, so if you guys would like to join the server, I might actually be interested in getting people to help build. Just because, okay, here's the thing. If you guys are builders, it's a very high likelihood you're going to be on the live streams as well, because we'd all be building together at the same time. But I did make this a while ago in case anyone did want to join as a builder over there. I've shown this off before, but it was a while ago. This is basically the building tutorial, but inside Minecraft. So, like, here's the entire HM3 laid out. The basic house consists of 3 block intervals, blah, blah, blah. You've heard me say all of this in the video. But if you run through this entire thing, it basically... Here's the advanced house. I haven't taught anyone how to do these ones yet. Except the people on my server. You won't know how to build the advanced houses. Roofs. Stuff. How to fix 4 blocks. This is... You got a 4-block wall there. How do you turn it back into a 3-block and a 3-block and a 1-block? More roof designs. I haven't been through this in a while. I'm not even sure what some of these are. What happens when 2 roofs smash into each other? I remember that one. Let's see. How to build bridges as well. This one's nice. I think Harry needs to go through this one. I don't think Harry's gone through this one enough. Yeah, that's how you build the bridges in Hemrage. Oh, there's still more. Double pillars! Fuck double pillars. Yeah, so basically everything here is a guide on how to build the stuff while following all the rules and how to break the rules in the like in this whole portion afterwards. That's how you break the rules that I set. Anyway, there's that. Angelo says, oh, let me know what that new... Wait, anyone know about that new Minecraft dupe? When you use books to duplicate items in a chest. Whoa, you can do that? Does it work in 1.13? Damn. Warnay says, wow. Thank you for the compliments. I take wow as a compliment. Let's get back to work, shall we? More importantly than this, I'm gonna like leave the hall... something like this for now. We'll add more details later on. I want to figure out what these rooms are going to be, and I want to figure out where the staircases are going to be. I thought about having a staircase here, but I also thought about having a staircase in the tower. I don't think I'll do it on the tower, because this is the tower, right? Because on the tower, it goes up, and then you go outside the walls, which is weird. You could go back inside the wall. Oh, or not. Never mind. Yes, I'll do a staircase over here. Just build like a temporary staircase for now. Oh, shit. Wait. Yeah, Angelo said server would be great for him. I have seen Angelo build, and I do like your builds. Angelo says the version, apparently the glitch works on any version of Minecraft Also works on servers and single player. What the hell? How am I not aware of this bug? Warren A says, do you know Blender? I do know Blender. In fact, Blender was the first ever 3D program that I ever used. Since you're new to the channel, I'll say this one again, but I don't particularly like Blender, and the reason for that is because of the user interface. I'm fully aware that Blender 2.8 has a completely revamped user interface that is a lot more user-friendly. I am aware of that. I have not seen the user interface, but I have faith in Blender, because Blender is... people have stigmas on Blender, especially people in the 3D community. People think that because Blender is free that it's instantly bad. No, it's not. You can do some amazing things in Blender, right? Blender is fucking amazing. If you don't use Blender, you need to try Blender. It's free. It's amazing 3D software. The only hurdle is the user interface. Now, with that user interface hurdle out of the way, if the user interface is fixed and it's good and it runs properly and people who look at it know how to run it without any experience, that would open the door to so many more people. Like, people who are interested in 3D can pick it up so much easier now because it's so easy to do. You'd see a boom in the 3D industry. Like, I'm talking about the fucking industries, right? Like Hollywood and whatnot. You'd see a boom because people know what they're doing. They don't use Blender and Disney or whatever, but you get, like, the gist of it, right? Like, you know how to run 3D software. I had to get Cinema 4D, which I had to pay thousands of dollars for, just to learn it, because Cinema 4D has a great user interface, right? But when it's free, it's so much easier. Andrea says she wants to do some Easter eggs. Sure. We'll have to probably remove the Easter eggs when I'm actually animating it, because otherwise there'll be a weird sign there and I have to get rid of it. Kamatayan says, I would love to join to learn how to build and help you guys. Yeah, you know what? I'll consider doing like a sort of sign up thing for people to join the server. Like, just like a process, just to make sure I don't get griefers and whatnot. I also have to set up, I have to reset up my world guard and the world backups. Don't worry, we're not gonna make the same mistake again. We do back up our worlds. Never again. What's going on here? Yeah, this building isn't supported by anything. That's fine. Oop. Josiah says, ooh, sign up. That's tempting, but I just know I'd just be the guy flying around eyeing at everything. I mean, that's fine, too. Because, yeah. You wanna know something? Harry, who's, like, the second builder on the server, he does a lot of stuff. And, the other day, after last week's live stream, right after we cut, we were talking about, oh, wow, it's interesting how Harry's able to build a lot of stuff by himself now. So, if we take a look at, you know, like, I don't know, what's something that he built? Like, I know he built this one, like, the tops of these ones and whatnot. He helped build a lot of stuff. He started off not knowing a single thing, like, because we know each other, we go way back, right? He built a lot of this stuff. He built, like, most of these support pillars up here that go to these torches, the entire railing around here, the battlements here, a lot of, this stuff here. He built all of that. And when we first met each other, when I was building Hemrage 2.0, right, like classic old style Hemrage, he was just watching me. Like, he didn't do shit. He was just watching me for years. He just watched me, and then like I pushed him to build more and more. I was like, hey, can you build a house for me? And he's like, I don't know how to build a house. All right, well, just do the roof for me, for example. And he got really good at doing roofs. I was like, okay, well, you can do roofs now. Do you mind helping me do the floor as well? Can you help me do the walls? Can you help me do the stairs? Can you help me do the door? The et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And bit by bit, because he was just focusing on everything bit by bit. He got the hang of it. He's building everything on his own now, basically. I used to watch him build everything just to make sure everything was correct. Now it's just like, hey, sometimes he introduces an idea to me. I'm like, Oh yeah, I would do that. Keep it. Like, I like that idea. I'd do that. And then occasionally you get the times. I'm really impressed about this. You get the times where you build something and you're like, oh shit, I didn't think about that. That's what I love. He does stuff that I wouldn't think about. And then you're like, oh shit, that's better than what I would think of. Great, we're keeping that for sure. Like 100%. He's starting to do a lot of that now. I'm really happy about like having someone like that. Kamatayan says I'd be like 2B 2T and have 4T what? Be like 2B 2T and have a 4TB world full of medieval buildings. A 4TB world full of medieval buildings, damn. Why would anyone need that? Angelo says if you would open to public, add core protect in case of griefers. It can roll back what players break / put blocks and then at a specific time and radius. Thank you. I'll keep that in mind. Thank you. Alright, I can add a door there. That's a good place to put a door, and I can get rid of this one, to be honest. That's a really boring wall. We'll do something about that. We've got the first staircase here. I want to support that a bit better, maybe. There we go. I think something that sets apart my builds from most other people's builds are that I care about the structural support of a building. Like, okay, I'm looking at this right now. You see this big wood going across? That ain't gonna support it. It's gonna crumble in the middle. Something has to support it, like through here, to ensure that stays up. So I'm not gonna keep it like this. But structural integrity, if we take specifically here, like look at this. There's supporting beams going across. These don't need to be here. Like these ones, these interior ones, they don't need to be here. This vertical one doesn't need to be here. I just keep the structural stability of the building in mind. I feel like that also opens up a lot of doors for, like, aesthetics. Because when you look at these aesthetics with these, like, supporting beams, they actually look really good, in my opinion. And if I didn't think of doing the supports, that wouldn't have happened. Another thing is, like, the staircase. See this staircase? I could have just done a staircase without all these supporting walls. But because there are walls here to support, you know, the stuff on top of it, you now end up with a lot more interesting of a structure. And rooms as well. So, like, here. This is a room through this wall, right? But because this room has to be supported by something, you get a wall that naturally comes in. Kamatayan says Minecraft spawn protect. Is that another plugin? I think that might be another plugin. Yeah, cool. I'll look into those ones. What is that? By the way, if anybody here knows, anyone who knows how to write bucket plugins, can you get them in contact with me? Because I'd like to open up the server to public, for that minigame. But the minigame plugin doesn't exist. And so somebody has to write that plugin. I already know what the minigame is. It's just the plugin. I found the guy who wrote. What the fuck happened here? This used to be open. No, this used to be open. I remember that. That used to be completely open. Wait, what? Alright. Well, okay, that... Okay, what? Oh. Yeah, that used to be... This thing here used to be open, because then you could just drop right down. You're not supposed to, but, like, when you're playing games or whatnot, yeah. Anyway. I broke my train of thought, because I looked at that thing and it was confusing me. What was I talking about? I don't know what I was talking about. Ah, the plugin. The bucket plugin, yeah. So, the original guy who made the red versus green plugin, I got in contact with him. Because right now, he's a digital professional at something industry. I don't know what industry he works in. But I contacted him saying, hey man, I used to play on your server on RVG. Do you remember my username? It's Chief Dwarfy Dwarf. And I was one of your top players. Would you be interested in writing a plugin? And we'd pay you to write the plugin. Would you be interested in doing that? He never got back to me, unfortunately. So, we're gonna have to look for someone else. Alright, staircase is here. Where's the second staircase gonna be? Where is the second staircase gonna be? When designing castles, here's something about designing castles. If I build a staircase here, so let's say I'm an invader, right? I want to storm the castle. So, okay, I magically somehow managed to break through all their defenses, and I'm here, and I'm running in. I'm like, okay, I gotta find the king and assassinate the king. He's in the throne room. We know where the throne room is. It's at the top. Okay, let's go this way. Whoops, wrong way. Let's go the other way. Okay, so you go this way, and then you burst through here, and then pretend there's nothing here, and they're like, oh, there's a staircase. Okay, this leads me up. Now, if the next staircase is immediately here, as an invader, you would be like, ah, that makes my life easy. And you charge up that staircase, right? As a defender, you don't want to make life easy. You don't want to build your staircase right here so that the enemy can go, oh, okay, well, I'm just going to run. No, you want to build your staircase somewhere else and make the entire design maze-like, so then the invader coming in is going to have trouble finding the next staircase. That's just like a castle design 101. I feel like putting it here is a good idea. Like going straight up there. But it's not a good idea because there's a staircase over there. Okay. Or is it? Alright, let me do this one first. Because this is simple. I just need a stair there. I could do that and then split this off. Have a staircase coming up over here, basically. Oh no, but then the next staircase is over there. That will lead him straight up into the throne room, which is not a good thing. Kamataian says you couldn't use essentials for protection, basically. I have essentials on, but I'm not aware that essentials can do protection. For the longest time, I've been using World Guard. So, there's that. Oh, you know what? The next staircase could be here. I could make that there. Ooh, that's different. Oh, there's a thing there. Okay. I could do it in the middle of the room. Could work here. I'll just do it temporarily here. We can move this at any time. It's fine. Oh, but that's a weird place to come up from. Just the door. My train of thought process is going, ah, that's a good idea, and then, oh no, that's a bad idea. That's already there. What about just here? I could do it just here. I mean, we'll just do this one temporarily. It should be fine. Should be fine. Angelo says, there's a possibility that you can just make the plugins work together, not needing a coder to make it for you, I think. There is a possibility of that happening. It's just, I'm not sure what the necessary plugins would be to make that work. You'd have to have, let me think of a combination that could work. Would be, you gotta make sure there are two teams fighting against each other. You gotta have kits, because they gotta be able to select kits and stuff. There's gotta be a system where you can capture points. Like, so you can say, for example, stand at this block of stone and then capture this block of stone. And then you gotta allow the enemy team to recapture this block of stone, for example. And I'm not sure where you can get the plugin like that. That's what it's missing for me. And then you also need a plugin that allows it so that every single point you capture. So say, for example, I capture stone, I capture log, and I capture wood plank. When I die, I'll be brought to a hub room, and then there'll be like stone, wood plank, or log, and I just click one of them. As long as I have it captured, I'll be able to spawn on the selected objective. I'm not aware of a plugin that works that way. If there is, I would be surprised. And I'd also get it. And set that up fast. Because I haven't played Red vs. Green in a long-ass time, and I want to play. Like, I love that game. That game mode, rather. That's more accurate. Angelo says, I can help you with the plugins. I have experience messing with plugins. Sick. I could pay you for that, to be honest. Let's nail this down. Oof. Okay. We've got all the staircases in that lead up to the topmost floor. It does. Okay, good. Oh, I fucking love these plates. Look at these plates. They're amazing. They're amazing. They're 3D. It's amazing. Anyway. Hey, Angelo says, I think what you're looking for is a capture the flag plugin. I don't know about that because, different people have a different interpretation of what capture the flag means. My interpretation of capture the flag is 2 bases. Each has a flag. I run to their base, grab their flag, run back to my own base, put their flag on my flag. That's my interpretation of capture the flag. Another close game mode is King of the Hill. Because that's when you have one hill and 2 teams, or like multiple teams, and all you have to do is stay on that hill for as long as possible, and then say for example whoever stays on that hill, so every second you get 1 point. Whoever reaches 200 points first wins, for example. And so it'd be a team battling for a single objective. The thing is, red versus green is multiple objectives, and you can spawn on the objectives. That's what separates King of the Hill with red versus green. I'm just not sure a plugin like that exists. It was so unique at the time. Because, if you play Battlefield, you would know about it. By the way, are you guys interested in playing Battlefield? Because Battlefield 2, the original, Battlefield 2 was like a really old game in 2007. That's free. Like, Harry and I, we play that game a lot. Battlefield 2 is free, and it can be completely modded and overhauled to have a lot of different shit. We play that quite a lot. If you guys want to get Battlefield 2, we can play that. What in tarnation happened here? What? How? What? Huh? Okay. Beats me. Don't know how that happened. I'm just gonna double check if I... Was that there the whole time? What? Okay. Beats me. Kamatine says, capture the wool is similar to red versus green, I'm pretty sure. Thanks for letting me know that. I'm gonna check that. Thank you. Josiah says, reminds me of this Gundam game I used to play. It is a really fun game mode. I'm not surprised if it's a popular game mode, because it is really damn good. In Battlefield, it's the main game mode. It's called, Conquest. Angelo, you don't need a powerful computer to run Battlefield 2. Because it came out in either 2003 or 2007. Like, it's an old-ass game. I reckon my MacBook from 2010 could run it. Modded. Josiah says strip logs. Yeah, I know it's strip logs. I didn't strip it. Just Andrea did. Okay, Andrea did. Yeah. Yeah, Andrea has a potato PC. She's running the Excalibur texture pack, which is like a low-res version of Conquest. Because I'm running the full Conquest right now. I've got a pretty sick computer. Love this laptop. I just realized that the tower is, there's no way up to the tower. Why is the floor... Why is this oak slab? This should not be oak slab. Wait a second, I better not do that here. Shit. Let me try that one again. 1, 2... Okay. 1, 2. Done. Where's the next floor gonna be? And Josiah says I watched the whole ambience video. You watched it? I didn't watch the entire video. I listened to the you watched it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 blocks up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. To be fair, I do really like the visuals in that video. Like, I think that's very aesthetically pleasing. Like, the way the light works and just the shaders make it look so good, I think. By the way, if you want that ambience in your game, there's actually mods that we use for that. If you, Josiah, you were here when we were still playing 1.12, and when we played 1.12, I'm sure you were aware that my game had a lot of noise, like ambient noises, and that's part of a mod that we had. It was the ambient sounds mod. I'm not sure if it's updated to 1.13. But those ambient sounds just keep us focused so much because there's something playing. That's how it works. Like, I've mentioned this before, but the way my brain works is a bit funky in that the more distractions I have and the more I overwhelm my brain, the better I perform. And so having ambient noises and just sounds of something playing, like the ambient noises video, that helps me focus a lot. Oh, you had it going. Yeah. Of course you'd be watching it more. I see you're decorating my garden. This build still looks very boring. Like, you'd be surprised how quickly we can turn this around. Like, this wall is just pure 98 right now. It's one of those situations where I forget the name of the block. We turn this around pretty fast. I reckon I'd get some pretty interesting results pushing each block in by a little bit. I want to try that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright. Right there. Now, I have no idea how this is going to turn out. I don't want to do the bottom row as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I believe that's the right number. Move 1. Yep, that's the perfect number. Is it, though? Yeah, it is. I want to double up the thickness of this layer here. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. What I'm doing now is by pushing this in, it gives extra depth to the building. So once I do that, that's all 5 blocks. Good. Replace 98 with 44.5. Let's do that. Oh, wrong. 44. I'm gonna do the double slabs here. It's 43.5. That's, yeah, my bad. Whoops. Undo. There. So this will give us the stone brick edged cobblestone block. And when we add, we can now start adding details. Like, we can start bridging this across, for example, and this would give us some very interesting things to play with. Having depth in your builds is extremely important if you want it to stand out. Warren A says, did you build the whole castle? Yes, we did. If you go back a few streams, we were actually starting. I think if you go back a few streams, I'm not sure if you saw us building this version. I'm 100% sure that you didn't see the original plans over here. But we've kept all of these because we want to keep it as, like, an explanation. So if for the builders who are interested in joining and, like, seeing how we think and how we build everything, every single castle has been thought up. So that's the original Hemrage Castle. That right there, that's original Hemrage. That developed into that developed into that one, and then that one went into our world, and it kept on getting developed there. So this was the original planning. The red marks the outside walls and towers. Orange marks just wall. So you can see we originally had a gatehouse there. That was scrapped. Green in this scenario meant barracks. White means walls on the inside or thin walls. Blue means keep. And the keep is the main building of a castle. And then from there, we duplicated it to this side and we started doing the wireframe. So we didn't do any of the walls. It's just... So these horizontal ones going across, these tell us where the floors are going to be. These vertical ones show, you know, the direction of where it's going to be. And then here's just the original designs of the matriculations and battlements. We have brown, for example, to show where the floor is going to be. And then, yeah, the rest of it is just like this design. You can kind of see that how like reminiscent it is. Like the castle is like the main throne room up here. That developed into this one, and we ignore the complicated stuff like the throne room because you can't. It's impossible to build that with wool. You have to add more detail to it. So we leave these ones alone. But stuff like the walls and whatnot, the second you're done with the wool, what this allows us to do is I'll do it here for an example. What am I getting? A stick one. Oh shit, I fell off. What we do is say with a stick we go brush sphere 5 98 4 1 251:15. That's black concrete. So what I just did there was I did 3 slashes. What happened there? Slash brush sphere. Wait, what happened? Why didn't that work? Oh, because I forgot to select. I did it in the wrong order. My bad. Do that first and then 5. So what this brush does is it's a brush of stone brick 98, 4 cobblestone, 1 stone, 251:15 is black concrete. And then I'm going to select a mask on 3514, which is red wool. And I'll do that on the lower levels. So like just like that, right? And so this one has the black concrete and it looks a bit darker. What I then do is take out the black concrete and just have the original, and I do that for the top, like so. And that's how I did most of the walls there. The reason we have the black concrete on the bottom, but not the top, is that because nearer to the bottom, it's more moist most of the time. So we might have some mossy cobble down. Yeah, we do. Mossy cobble down here. It's more moist down here. Most of the moisture is here. But as you go up, there's less moisture, and so there's less of these like dark humid blocks and less mossy blocks as well. And that's how we did most of the walls in the castle. That's why we filled them up. Undo 6. Undo 2. Okay. Clear. And that just transferred into that. So you can see the development of the castle, how it turned into this. What's going on in our little garden here? What are you doing? Fuck, I went through her. Okay. Let's push this wall in as well. 1 2 3 4 5. 1 2 3 4. Oof. 4 4 2. Ooh. Those are all numbers that I don't like. Ooh. 5 2 3 is better. I know what /nuke does. Angelo. Andre says, I just saw that. How dare you? I mean, oof. 3 4 3 Industries makes Halo. Let's not do that. 3 2 3. 3 2 3 might look interesting. Move 1. Looks like a dick, to be honest. Replace 98 43.5. Yep. Boop, 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 boop. Cool. I don't know whether we're gonna keep that or not. It's just there it is. Hades Angelo says, "Hey Chief, I searched your red versus green videos and you say you want to recreate it? Yeah, I do want to recreate it. Unless a plugin like that already exists. Wait, what do you mean you found the plugin? How? What? Is this the result of the 21st century modern generation compared to my slow ass? How the hell? I've been searching for that for years. How the hell? Hey, Bookbok. You're Warren A. What's going on, man? It's your second account. I think everyone these days has a second account now. Oh, speaking of second accounts, if you guys are interested in my film work, my second account, I just recently published a lot of my, schoolwork onto my second account. I'm gonna quickly boot that up really quickly in case you guys don't know about my second account and you're interested. youtube.com/user/super. Wait, you know what? Let's go on to Team WNJ. If you go onto my channel, the channel I'm streaming on right now, and you guys are interested in seeing my film work because I'm a film editor in real life, you can go on to It's Chafe right over there, and this will lead you to my personal channel. I've uploaded some of my other stuff. If you're interested, go check that out. I'm not interested in boosting the second channel. I don't care about the second channel. I literally just dump whatever onto here. But, you know, if you guys are interested, there you go. Bok says, can you do a run cycle tutorial? I will do that someday, because that is something that's extremely important. I want to nail it down first and make sure that I can do a run cycle. Look, I can do a run. It's just, how am I going to teach it? Like, do I know it well enough that I can teach it to everyone that I know? That's what I need to get down. Josiah says, I have a second account. It's called Machinima Hub. Wait, I thought Briger had Machinima Hub. You have Machinima Hub? Wow. Okay. We actually have a lot of Team WNJ accounts. If you search up Gamers WNJ, like Gamer ZZ WNJ, you're gonna find a whole bunch of associated accounts to Team WNJ. We have Team WNJ. We have the Gamers WNJ server. That was for Hemrage 1.0, which is classic Hemrage, like old day Hemrage. If you're not aware, we're on Hemrage 3.0 now. This is the third version of Hemrage. So Hemrage 1.0 is when we started. Okay. This is Hemrage 3. I love Hemrage 3. So that was the account we made for that server, but that server got shut down, so we don't have it anymore. And then there's the Gamers WNJ Recruits. That's when we started expanding Gamers WNJ to Team WNJ, because a lot of people started being interested. Like a lot of our friends, they started going, "Hey, you guys run a YouTube channel and make stuff? We're interested in joining, but we don't just do Minecraft. We do other stuff as well. Can we join?" We say, "Yeah." We can join into the Recruits server on the Recruits channel, and then on the Recruits channel, I'll train you with my editing skills and whatnot, so you can make your videos by yourself. And then you can upload to the main channel as well. And we had, at one point, 7 to 9 people uploading to Gamers WNJ at the same time. Well, back then it was Gamers WNJ. Now it's Team WNJ. Well, there you go. Josiah says, I made it with Briger. I made it. Briger is a high-level operator status or something. He basically has as much power as I do. You guys should give, like, military ranks to each other. So you're, like, Lieutenant, Sergeant, Colonel, General, Josiah, and then Briger's, like, Overlord Briger, or some shit. What are these stones? Why are there stones here? What? What? Wait, that ship looked like it's sinking. What's going on there? Oh, it was the shaders. Have you guys been to this part of Hemrage? This is like, yeah, the Hemrage Pier and whatnot. Oh, there's nothing in here, man. We need to put some more details onto our ships. Is there anything down here? It's empty. I'm not sure if, let me give you guys some trivia here. We're in Hemrage right now, right? if we keep flying in that direction, this is north, that's east, that's west. If we keep flying west from Hemrage, right? We're in the same world. If we keep flying west on Hemrage, some of you guys probably know this already. Some of you guys might not, because like, especially if you're new to the channel. Just a bit of trivia here. You keep flying west. At one point, we're gonna come across Palisade City, but you're not gonna see it because it's behind that mountain over there. I'm just gonna stick to the land so I know where I'm going. So we've left Hemrage. Palisade is behind some of these trees. I think it's around here. That's where it is. And then we can keep going. And keep going. At one point, there will be a mountain. And then we'll know where we are. Okay, I think we're getting closer. Yeah, the trees are getting more and more dense here. So, yeah, we're starting to get close to the mountain. Alright, so we just kept on going in one direction. And surprise, surprise. Where are we at? Boom. That's how you get the Far Reach. They're all in one world. So, there you go. They are connected. Here's Far Reach City. I don't know how long it took to fly here. Probably you could roll back the time a little bit to see how long it took to fly here. Right here. There you go. I really do like Far Reach. It's very atmospheric. I don't know. Something about it. Calmatine says, I wonder how large this world file will be. I wonder too. Let's take a look. I'm gonna go onto, my drive here. I should probably change my background as well since the corridor thing is over. What account am I on? Alright, well, let's switch accounts to, let's use my account. Let's go to Levaslier, backups, and then Lazuria. What's the most recent backup here? Lazuria, 27 February 2019. Yeah, that was yesterday. I made a backup yesterday. Okay, so the zipped RAR file is 36 megs. I'd be interested in unzipping it just to see how big it is. Josiah says, I had a horrible thought. If you made Levaslier into a machinima using Blockbuster, you'd have to go back down to 1.12 again. Jesus Christ, I'm not doing that. Fuck. Google Drive does this really annoying thing to me where I can't download or play videos in the regular Chrome browser. What I have to do is go get the wrong button. Get the shareable link. Copy the shareable link. Wait. I'm not sure if I copied it. Copy the shareable link. Open incognito. Then go on the drive again with the new link. And then hit download on incognito. That's how I have to download stuff. It's incredibly annoying. It's not even going to download, is it? There it goes. So the RAR file is 36 megs. Let's open this one up. Yes. This, can I see file size? How do I see file size? Properties? Anywhere? No? Properties? Size? Blank? Okay, well, I'll just put it onto my desktop. I reckon it'd be, thank you, Angela, I just saw your comment. About 40 megs or so. Oh, Jesus Christ, it's 150 megs. It's 150 megs. Well, hey, at least it was above 40. I'm not wrong, it was above 40. Thank you, Angela. I'm gonna remove that link, because otherwise we're gonna download it. Thank you. Angela says, can you just right-click and download? No, I can't. I don't know why it doesn't let me do that. It's so incredibly annoying. I can't play videos as well. Like, it's inconsistent. Occasionally I can do it, and then occasionally I can't. How do I disable the share link? Off. I'm pretty sure I can get a video here. So, okay, let's grab the OST. We can play one of the OSTs here. Let's do a mentor.wav by Yusuf. It's not going to play. Is it? See, exactly. So what I have to do when I have to listen to this is either download it or do... well, I'm going to do the shareable link. Well, you're not going to see the link. All right, whatever. Yeah, you get what I mean. I have to put it over to the incognito just to listen to it. What on earth happened to my... There we go. Cowtine says Lamar big damn file. Yeah, it is. Angelo says, wait, there's a download button, though. Yeah, so when I hit the download button, what it does is redirect me to a different page, and then a 404 is on that page. Josiah says, oops, I should have gone to bed 45 minutes ago. Gotta head off. Later, everyone. See ya, Josiah. Thanks for joining us. Far Reach Prison. Have not been here in a long-ass time. A quick story about Far Reach Prison. So we're in Far Reach. This is the prison. This is where all the prisoners get sent to. It's the biggest prison in all of Azuria, right? We're thinking, okay, how can I make this place more menacing? Let's add a statue right over here because it's menacing, right? So we added this statue up here. I'm pretty sure. I'm not sure if you guys can make out what that is, but I'm like, if you get a good enough angle, you might be able to tell what that thing is, right? I'm pretty sure you guys have had a good look at it. It's the head of a minotaur. And so when we built this, we were like, what should we put up here? Should we put a dragon head up here? And then we're like, no, well, no, because dragons are mythical beasts that don't really exist in this world. So let's not do dragons. Let's think of something else. Let's do a minotaur. Let's say minotaurs exist. Okay. So we built a minotaur up here. The head of a minotaur. Right after we finish building this, and we go work on something else, and we're fly passing this again, I look at the head of the minotaur. I'm like, man, Harry, you know what? Harry, you gotta listen to this. This minotaur head, it looks like the head of a bull. And he goes, yeah, it does. And we're just thinking about it like, wow, it does look like the head of a bull. You know what that means? That has some symbolism to it. The fucking minotaur is a bull-headed man. And we're like, whoa, it looks like the head of a bull. Oh. And the moment of realization, when that caught up to us, then we're like, wait, hold on a second, it's a fucking minotaur. Of course it looks like the head of a bull. Let's give me the gun over there. I want to shoot myself. Oh my god. Oh, it's so ridiculous. We do that a lot. This dumb shit. I wonder if you guys saw us building the Luthian place over there. The house there? Yeah, the house is there. Alright, well, I'm not gonna go there. Warp. Creative. Everyone's face palming. Harry's here. Harry's gone thinking. If you want to join Harry, I'm on what? I'm on the Discord server. I should probably set a new warp here so we don't have to keep going back and forth. Set warp hem castle. Whoop, castle new. Wait. What else? Well, I see we got 10 minutes left on the stream. Probably gonna get more built. Yeah. Thanks, Andre. I just noticed.
Hey, yo, what's up? Where are you at?
Hey, man.
I'm in the past. Since I'm on the stream, it's like 50 seconds off.
Yeah, it's okay. I'm just running around. There's not much going on here. There's 10 minutes left for the stream, so I'm thinking of just chilling for the last 10 minutes. It's 10 minutes. Well, I've got 9 minutes now. I did ask earlier if anyone wanted to hear the dream stories, but since we've got 9 minutes, and I'm not gonna get much done in Minecraft, why don't I look into that dream diary that I was talking about earlier and see if we can get something out of it. Also, quick note about the backdrop. What do you guys think of the backdrop? Because it's like I envision the office in the future and be something like that. I quite like it. What do you guys think about it? I especially like the little Arcdoc and Che figurines on either side of me. That's really nice. Like I love those little things. So with the Dream Diaries, right? If you guys missed the conversation earlier, I mentioned a game called Yume Nikki. Yume Nikki stands for Dream Diary. That's Japanese. It's a very surreal game that makes no sense at all. But the symbolism is so deep, and people, it wasn't intentional symbolism, but it's symbolism nonetheless, and it makes up a whole story. Anyway, that game has some weird ass music and weird ass imagery, weird ass symbolism, and it fucks with your head. At one point, I got really into it, and I started having weird dreams. And I logged down every single one of my dreams. And some of them are exceptionally weird. I'm gonna try to find... Wait a second. I think Harry would remember this one. Alright. Hayes Angelo says, every time you switch to a head cam, it hangs for 1.5 seconds. Is it hanging now? I think it'll be fine. Yeah, because my computer... Look, I'm running everything on a laptop. The laptop's not the best. Okay. Harry will remember this. Okay. Day 4. That's how I started, because I had like day 1, day 2, day 3. Day 4. Wing Chun sword battle between two huge groups. If you guys don't know what a Wing Chun sword is, let me grab one for you. I've shown you guys this one before. It's a sword that I've shown before, but there's going to be new people here. Let me go grab them real quick. Just give me 2 seconds. Ah! Alright, these here are proper Wing Chun swords. They're from the martial arts style Wing Chun. Right? These are the proper ones. I've had these for a long ass time. I love these. Well, technically they're my dad's, but you know, whatever. I started learning them. So, anyway. Wing Chun sword battle between two groups. That's happening in my dream. Okay? Harry, see, remember this. I'm gonna start reading it out. I'm gonna start reading out loud. At one point, you're gonna go, oh. Okay? UTF, whatever that means. Sparring people. I didn't spare anyone. Enemy did. People capturing flag like look like kids. I slaughtered them. Don't get surrounded, I shouted to my teammates as they proceeded to do just that. I rushed in to help and quickly rushed back to defend the flag. Is there anything more? No, that's it. That's where the dream ends. I remember telling this dream to Harry, going, hey man, you know what a batamdo is? Because that's what the Wing Chun sword is in Cantonese. You know what the batamdo is? He goes, yeah, okay, it's these ones. I had a dream where I had 2 of these things. I was rushing into battle capturing a flag, and kids were attacking me. So I slaughtered the kids. No mercy. I had both of these things. I was just like, fucking Edward Kenway chopping everyone back and forth. Harry, do you remember that?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Of course I do. Exactly my thought was, why is it that I came back from talking to my father to this?
Slaughtering kids? Yeah, mercilessly slaughtering kids with 2 swords.
Hmm. Also, I was talking to my father, so I was gone for a while. Sorry.
Okay. We handled the stream pretty well.
Okay.
Oof. Oh, it's 5 minutes left. I probably could. What the fuck?
Huh?
Day 3 dream. Pass TV remote.
Did you talk about the flying purple giant?
Oh, the flying purple dick? Okay, Ryger came back at the perfect time. Angelo says basically temptation in Skyrim. Oh, he's giving Skyrim murdering kids. I'm gonna tell one more story before I go. It's not written on my dream diary, alright? But if you ever think that I have weird dreams, this is one of the big dreams that everyone that I know talks about. When I say I'm having dreams, they go, oh no, not this again. I had a dream where I was in, I believe it was New York City or Los Angeles, the metropolis area. And it was abandoned because it was all like destroyed and whatever. It was like an apocalypse. I walked in the middle of the city. Let me set this up for you. Right? Let me grab something here. Ow. Hit my head. Oh, fuck. I hit everything. Alright, so I'm walking around an apocalypse version of either New York or Las Vegas, whatever. I'm like this. I've got my gun. I've got an M4. I'm just walking around. And there's like a clear pathway in front of me. So imagine this side, everything on this side, where my hand is, that's all buildings. Everything on that side, that's all buildings. I've got a clear path going forward, right? There's no one there. It's silent. I'm walking forward, walking forward. All of a sudden, I hear, boom, 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 boom. I'm like, I go, fuck. What does that sound? What does that sound? I'm looking around my gun. I'm like, fuck. What is that? I'm alerted, right? All of a sudden, out of nowhere, it like turns the corner. Massive, the size of a building, massive purple cock with wings flies out from around the corner, and the fucking shaft is going boom, 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 and slamming its way towards me. I'm like, fuck that, I should fire it. I'm like, oh, fuck that. Fucking dart it and run. I had no idea. It just chased me. It was a straight line forward. I just ran and ran and ran. Boom, 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 right behind me. Oh, fuck, I woke up going, what the hell? What? I jerked when I woke up. I was like, hey, what? I was so confused. Fuck. I tell that dream to like everyone that I know. So whenever I'm like, whenever people go, Julian, got any weird dreams recently? Or, hey guys, I had a weird dream. They go, oh, this is gonna be good. I need to start writing more of my dreams now, because there's so much fucking gold in my dreams. I swear to God. Oh. What I miss. Braga says, oh my life, so many memeable moments. Oh, everything in my dream, man. See, I swear to God, if I start animating my dreams, imagine animating that big fucking purple cock with wings slamming through an apocalyptic Los Angeles. Man, that would get me demonetized in 2 seconds. 2 seconds.
You turning your YouTube channel to a Tumblr page?
Yeah. I'd put that on Pornhub or something. Oh my God. Imagine stumbling upon that on Pornhub. You're having a good old fap or whatever. You see in the corner it suggested, purple cock fucking destroys Los Angeles. What?
I think it's gonna blow up really soon.
Yeah.
Things get around really quick in Pornhub.
Yeah, it does. Oh. I can't. Oh, fuck. Oh, I need to start. I stopped logging my dreams, if you're wondering. I had, there's day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5. There's 2, day 5, day 8. There's a day 9 here with the drawings. And then after that, it's Levaslier planning and a lot of Japanese writing. So, there you go. Alright, cool.
You don't have much streams these days anyways, right?
Sorry, what now?
You don't have much streams these days anyway, right?
I don't... No, yeah, I stopped
like,
dreaming after a while. I'd love to go through,
Yeah.
Yume Nikki. What am I looking at?
What are you looking at?
Hello. You look great, honey. Alright, Kamatine says this is an amazing stream, thank you. Hey, it's Angelo says, wait a minute, purple flying cock, you mean the Ender Dragon? Bigger. Imagine the Ender Dragon, but the neck is thick. And it's way longer. That's what it was. Alright, cool. So, guys, before you go, I know it's the end of the stream, but before you go, take a look at this. Take a look at this, right? Watch. Bam! Like the video if you haven't done it so already. We've got, like, I don't know how many people joined the stream today, but we got a really damn good stream, I think. So make sure you like the video. Let's try to get some great feedback on this. Over 10 likes would be nice. I think we could probably beat over 12, to be honest. But after you've done that, feel free to leave, because the stream has reached its conclusion. Thank you, everyone, for joining. I hope to see you again next week. Yeah, thanks for joining. Thanks for staying. Cheers. Wait, that's the wrong button.